have some.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yes Have Some Podcast. My name is Craig Goldberg. I'm going to figure out which button to press one of these weeks, but we're here. We're live. And welcome to the show. I hope everybody's having a great start to their week. Happy President's Day to those who celebrate.
Is that what today is?
Is today President's Day?
Yeah, it was a President's Day.
Hey, who cares?
Yeah, fuck that.
Show me one person other than the president that cares that today is President's Day.
President's Day. It's their day. And tonight we're talking about our favorite presidential toys and action figures and memorabilia. Abby, I think you've got like a Clinton Gore button or something.
Do I? Okay.
Sounds like something.
Yeah, that's really your bag more so than mine, collecting presidential memorabilia.
I've bought my fair share of it.
Yeah.
Do you think the Hall of Presidents at Disney is like packed today?
It's a huge day. You got to get lightning lane.
They make sure they have to refurbish all the animatronics and clean up the day.
Dude, yeah, all the Instagrammers are out for President's Day.
All the influencer, they're all heading to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
What did that lady say at the Hall of Presidents? Welcome to the show, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good time. Let me check in with my co-hosts. We're live here on a Monday. Abigail, how are you?
Doing well. Sorry for being a little bit late. I was making coffee, and I'll take the blame on that. But thanks for being here, chat. And
what's your coffee preference these days?
Well, I've switched from Green Mountain to Dunkin'. I really love Dunkin' coffee. And I like to use a little bit of oat milk when it comes to my creamer. And I have a mug collection, so it's always a nice ritual to do before the show. So I appreciate everyone's patience. Thank you.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Jacob, do you have a coffee choice? I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't have like a
I bounce around and try different different coffees every time I buy it pretty much, but I drink it black.
I've been I told Abby this morning I've been getting a lot of like Instagram advertisements for mushroom coffee.
Yeah, it's like a trendy thing.
Sounds like a scam. I mean,
Jess buys this like mushroom powder stuff that she puts in her coffee, and it adds like a little bit of a flavor to it, and I think it's got something in it that's good for you.
The Magic Mind stuff.
Yeah, but like the mushroom coffee stuff, it's kind of just like it's like big now. Everybody wants
it's a fad or a trend.
Yeah, it's like a fad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
I mean, if you don't like mushrooms, then
I'm indifferent.
It makes your coffee kind of earthy. It doesn't taste like a mushroom, but it has that like kind of earthy flavor, and a lot of people like that. So
every morning I go out with a couple coffee mugs, just dig them in the dirt. That's how I get my earthy. I'm not a coffee guy. I've never been a coffee.
Yeah,
I don't.
You're a Diet Coke man.
I'm a Coke Zero man. No, I've been drinking way more. I bought this water bottle. I've been drinking way more water lately. I realized I hadn't drank water in like 3 weeks, a couple days ago, and I was like, I better start.
Yeah,
because that can't be good. You'll die. You'll die. So I've been back on water, and that's what tonight's episode's about. We're going to talk about our favorite Brita filters, and we're going to just give you. No, that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about podcast things. Jacob, how's your week going, by the way? Just a little check-in.
It's Monday.
I know it's early.
It is Monday. I had a very busy day at work today, which is good. Other than that, I guess my week is going well.
Going well. I was on Geek Dad Life last night with the Mondo crew. And there was a lot of commentary about my hair. I think it was like I've been working on, we've all been knee deep in Jeffrey's prep. And I've been doing a lot of like these, like kind of like pulling my hair out of my head. And it was hitting the ceiling by the time I got on the stream last night. But fun time. We're going to talk about Egon. We're going to talk about Boogieman. We're going to say hi to the chat. And we're going to promote the Jeffreys. That's what we're going to do. Abby, is there anything else on your mind that you want to get off your chest tonight? Any pressing
matters?
Glad
that Valentine's Day is over.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, just be honest. I'm just over it. It's a tough night for anyone working in the service industry. And I am exhausted today because of that, but I'm also recharged by seeing the chat and hanging out with y'all. So I'm glad we could create this space. That's fun.
Yeah, what is like what the fuck? What is that? My dad was like, "What do you guys do for Valentine's Day?" I was like, "Nothing." And then he texted Abby, "Happy Val." Like my parents treat it like this is like a top tier serious event. What is that?
I don't know. Holidays are weird. I think we talked about it probably around Christmas time about how we get excited for Christmas, even though we don't, none of us are really into the things behind Christmas or whatever. So I don't know. Holidays are all kind of made up and bullshit, and some of them are fun and some are just stupid and just to try to sell things. So and I think Valentine's Day is probably Valentine's Day is like, other than like Black Friday, which is probably 1.5 years away from being registered as like an actual holiday.
Yeah.
I
think it's a lot of pressure that surrounds Valentine's Day of like, you've got to take someone out, you got to do this, and just not for it.
I mean, not that I want to get serious about it, but I remember it was very Valentine's Day always felt really stressful for me growing up, because it's like in elementary school, you're supposed to bring in like Valentines for everybody, in your class. But I would always have crushes on like 3 or 4 different girls, and I would be like, well, I want the meaningful ones. Like if I'm bringing in Ninja Turtles Valentines, like the one that's like, have have Cowabunga Valentines, like that can be for somebody else. But the one that's like, I want you to have a pizza, my heart, like I want that one's for Stephanie or Lindsay or
the well-written ones you were
the good ones,
the really special.
I wanted them to mean something, and I would love, and I was always hoping for it to be reciprocated. And then when you get into high school, the goddamn nightmare of whatever whatever group is raising money by selling flowers like roses or carnations, and then people would send, and I'm sitting there like a fucking asshole while everyone's racking up all these roses, nothing coming my way. And I would always be like kind of like, what if I have a secret admirer? This would be crazy. This would be nothing ever, nothing.
Hey, same.
It's depressing.
Yeah, same.
It is.
Same.
Yeah, it's weird.
I would get, as a homeschooler, I didn't get a lot of Valentine's.
I was like, same.
My brother was getting roses.
Yeah.
Nothing for me.
Yeah, nothing for me. But yeah, I think that our group is an understanding one. So yeah, we can all be a little bit bitter about it.
We can all be a little bit bitter about Valentine's
Come together.
Day.
Yeah.
It sucks. Unless you're like, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. But you see some of these couples on social media where they're like professing their love for each other. I'm always a little suspect of that. Me and Abby had a great, what we did? We watched Cobra Kai.
I wish I could tell you all what we really did. That was romantic for me.
Hey,
on that day.
We don't want to hear about your sex lives.
Oh, but you don't. Hey, thanks, Jacob. Good one. Because I know that you know what I was actually going to say. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Jeffrey's stuff.
I'm talking about some Jeffrey's filming stuff.
Yes, Abby and I have invited a third into the relationship, a unicorn. His name's Jeffrey.
His name is Jeffrey. Giraffe. Yeah, he's got actually 2 horns.
I watched on Valentine's Day, I watched Project Grizzly.
Oh,
you watched it?
I did.
Okay, how'd you feel?
Have you guys seen this? Have you ever?
No, but my brother was literally talking about it the same day or week that you were talking.
The last podcast we did, Jacob brought up bear attacks.
Yeah,
as he is one to do, and somebody in the chat recommended Project Grizzly, and now you've watched it.
I watched it. It's weird because it's kind of a lot like Grizzly Man, except nobody dies at the end of this one. But the guy that the documentary is about, he's a lot like the guy from Grizzly Man. He's insane. He's like full of shit. He kind of has no idea what he's talking about. There's like a moment he's like talking about how he's trying to build this bear-proof suit. And then the first half of the documentary it's like watching Jackass, because they're trying to like 5 minutes in, they take this big log and tie it to like a chain and pull it way up in the air. and he stands in front of it in the suit, and they just like let it go, and it pops him, and he
Just gets hit
and
by
that's
a
like
log.
that's what the first part of the movie is, like him getting run over by a truck, testing his bear suit, and like the camera will pan over, and he's like in a field doing karate, and he's like telling these stories that are like clearly not true. He's clearly just like full of shit. And it was weird because I'm like, man, this was made in the 90s. It feels like him and Timothy Treadwell from Grizzly Man would have been like best friends. And it was fun to watch because of that, but
right.
But
Yeah, I've never once
it
been
was very
tempted
weird.
to build a suit for animal survival.
Well,
Maybe I'll get
I
into
was like, it was weird because the whole time I'm watching it and he's talking about like, yeah, we need these suits so people can interact. And I'm like, wait, but why though? Like, what is
Do
the
they need
point
to
of
be
this?
interacting that close? Right.
We know all about there. I don't think bears are hiding any secrets that we don't know. We've observed them for a long time. We know
You know about
everything
honey?
we know everything we probably
Hibernation?
need to know. What do you need the suit? What is the plan? If the suit works, what are you doing with it? It's so weird because it's like they take the suit out to test it, and it's like he can't even walk 5 feet in it. He's like made this suit, and then he's like, "Oh, this isn't gonna work." It's like
in order to infiltrate the bear community. We actually took on some animal related content as well. It's got to be a better way to say that. But anyways, we watched The Wild Robot, which is an animated movie. It was wholesome.
That's got animals in it.
Yeah.
Robots are not animals. I don't know if you know that. But.
Yeah, but that's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
It's a poignant movie, and it's really beautiful. Has great music, and I definitely was emotional watching it. It's a cathartic watch. It's kind of got those like full circle life moments. Like a lot of time passes, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
So go for it.
I guess
Kids will love it, I bet.
It's based
on
I
loved
book.
it as an adult. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It's nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Movie. I fell asleep, but I was enjoying it as I slept. I have a weird. I don't know if everybody knows this, but you guys know this about me. There's something about animation that, even if I'm loving it, it puts me to sleep. What is that? ADD, ADHD, animation HD. What is it?
I don't know. I think it's a simple brain. It's the same. It's the same kind of simple brain that I know. I don't know what that is.
I think you could talk to a therapist about it. But
yeah,
I
probably.
think
I mean, if we're bearing our secrets here, and I hesitate. If I hesitate to say this, it's because it's weird. But I'm actually longing to meet somebody with the same thing that I have. If I have to pee really bad, like you're stuck in traffic, you have to pee, you've been like that, we've all been there. Guys, we're all human, settle down. My teeth start to hurt.
That's not a real thing. Your teeth aren't actually hurting.
Yeah, I think that's a mental
having to pee does not make
like,
there's that like that. Yeah, your body doesn't do that. That's not real.
But it is real.
But it isn't. Your brain might be telling you it is, but it's not.
Yeah, but that's what pain literally is your brain telling, like,
yeah, but there's two different kinds. Yeah, but there's two kinds of your brain could be like, actually, firing your neurons and making your blood pump or whatever, or it can make you think if you like don't turn the knob on the door 6 times when you leave the house that you'll blow up or something.
Well, I have
one of them is real and one's not, and you're
one is an intrusive thought. Yeah,
the not real one.
All right. Well, the next time I have tooth pain from needing to evacuate,
maybe you just need to go to a dentist.
No.
Maybe they're not related.
Oh my God, Jacob Walsh, MD.
I've looked it up. I literally have searched tooth pain when having to pee. It's the only internet search that literally it comes up with. Google's like, no.
Yeah, exactly, because it's not a thing.
They're unrelated. Yeah, those are.
It pops up and says, "See a therapist."
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Well, God, that's the last time I bare my soul on this very podcast.
Why? We just solved your problem, which has apparently been a problem for you for a long time.
Yeah.
Well,
sometimes you just need someone to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's true.
Abby, do you have any soul bearing to do before we move on?
I do that in therapy to someone that I pay. So nah, I'm not gonna do it here.
Okay. We should say this: the YHS Discord. Abby, this was your idea.
Mm-hmm.
The YHS Discord is exclusive to the Yes Have Some Patreon, patreon.com/. Yes Have Some. Abby said we should launch a mental health focused server in there or channel. And people have been really taking advantage of it and getting stuff off their chest. It's like a nice, safe environment.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys got shit on your mind, give us $5
Maybe
a
that's
month
where
and
you
go
should
talk
take your
about it.
tooth problem.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper.
Cheaper than
It's
therapy.
It's cheaper. Yeah, it is. $5 a month. That's very, very cheap.
So, anyways, well, listen, let's say hi to the chat real quick, and then we'll talk about Ghostbusters for a little bit. Brian Brink.
Brian's gonna look out for you here. Let's get
Brian's looking
Boars
into
on.
I'll ask about that. That's so funny.
I'm gonna ask Boars, our good dentist friend Boars.
Yeah, tell him to leave it in the comments. You know, he should.
Matt Bush, AJ Quick,
For
Johnny
those
Cock,
wondering.
Johnny Cock, and Davey Sockrecker have both diagnosed my animation issue as narcolepsy. That's great. Thank you guys for being here. Mark from Mark Cram Carm 6, he's here. With All Faults is here. Country Boy Niner, Bearded Toy Guy, AJ Quick, Stephen Lawrence, Topher Khan, Young Hummus, and so on and so on. We appreciate everybody being here. Christopher Bouchard, Hall's Hero HQ, Old Legend. Lots of people hanging out in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in for the live experience on Monday nights here on Yes Have Some. A lot of fun enjoying this format for the podcast. So, okay, let's get right into this. Man, what an insane time to be a Ghostbusters fan. So they were talking about, by the way, I did invite Peter to be on the show tonight. He has not graced us with his presence. So
Maybe
he didn't
he
even,
saw the last
He did it
20
last
minutes.
night. He doesn't want to talk about this.
hey,
stuff
his
again.
company, his
We like to call that
Ghostbusters.
money on the table, folks.
He's leaving it out.
He's leaving it on the table.
Yes, Peter Venkman. Attack Peter Venkman. That's going to be a mashup release with Peter's like his signature design. Okay. Anyways, I thought that was funny. No, everyone's no selling me. That's fine.
You could do a Slimer like that with Peter.
That'd be cool. I told Peter last night and Hector that Mondo was nominated for multiple Jeffreys to make sure that they're tuned in tomorrow night to see if they can take home the gold. You don't want to be the award show guy who gets nominated and doesn't show up and wins. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They first teased this Real Ghostbusters line last March. It's a very big deal. The reveal happened at Comic-Con. Since it's crazy. In some ways, it feels like it's been longer than a year. But also the fact that they've already sold the Venkman and Sam Haines set, and then it's coming in a couple months, and the second set's already on sale. It's pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and take a look. Jacob, we were talking today. I am going to be ordering these, but I have not ordered them as of yet.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna pick them up for sure. Like I would never miss any of these, but you got a whole month for these, so I'll get it done.
It's a timed release. Let's just go through some of the pictures here. I was commenting last night. It's pretty crazy. Like across the board, people consider Boogieman to be like a marquee character in the world of Ghostbusters and the Real Ghostbusters. There's never been a figure. I think there was a mini-mate, but Jacob,
There was.
Abby, do mini-mate
yeah.
count as toys?
No.
Yeah, not trying to
No,
throw
those things
shade
sucked.
if you worked on mini mates, but those do not count.
Abby used to get so mad. I remember when they did the bigger mini-mates, the Vinny-mates. She was like,
Yeah.
get those the fuck out of the
I
house.
also feel that way sometimes. And I know this is going to blow everyone's mind, but about large calico critters. Because I'm like, no, I've got a thing with proportion. And if the proportions are off, I'm just like bobbleheads, not into it.
No, you don't. That's not real.
Okay.
You just
I
think
have a
you
bobblehead that I got from a baseball game recently, and I very much liked it.
Oh, I was doing a
Now I'm
throwback
admitting things, okay?
I was doing a throwback to Jacob saying that my pain wasn't real.
Oh, you're invalidating my feelings? Okay. Got it.
Well,
Cool.
see, my feelings were invalidated earlier. This is known as the cycle of abuse. So
Yes.
after
Yeah,
the
we know.
episode tonight, I might go out to public.
Excuse me. No, it's not.
God,
Cycle
no!
of
I'm
abuse.
just telling you the truth. That's not invalidating anything. Just because no one else wants to tell you the truth doesn't mean I'm invalidating
I
your
would love Jacob to
precious
be
little
my
feelings.
therapist. Your precious
Let's see
little
why I
feelings.
just goes to the dentist. That would be
Hey, I used to collect mini mates. I was all in because that was one of those, that was back in the time where Toys R Us was fun and I had a job and I was like, whoa, Ghostbusters stuff. I'll buy everything Ghostbusters. So I bought all of the mini mates, all of the dumb little stuff that they had. And
Right.
it one day was like, what am I doing with these stupid? I had them all unopened. I had like, I don't know, 32 boxes of mini mates. I just sold them all.
32 boxes of mini mates on the wall. 32 boxes of mini mates.
Mates.
Did they do that one in the Moby Dick? In the book?
Yeah, they did.
Book? Did
Yeah.
they?
Yep. It's
Did
in
they have
there.
mini mates?
Farewell and adieu to my mini mates, Venkman. Farewell and adieu to my mini mates,
boogeyman.
Ray.
Ooh. Sorry.
Should I finish it?
No, just
All right.
let's talk about these.
I agree. I think this book, first of all, the Egon is incredible. They were showing it off last night. Jacob, the reveal last night, the magnetic attachment for the proton pack is amazing.
Yeah, magnetic proton pack. To me, the cooler thing was the working PKE meter that you can pull the antenna out and put them at whatever position you want them to be in. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, and I really like the way they post these turnarounds. You can really get a feel for. I think these figures have a little bit more articulation than I was originally thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a lot of posability here. We saw Alex showing off last night the wired, the wired bendable,
for the trap
connection for the trap, as well as the Neutrino wand. So listen, and they also said the glasses, they're gonna not be quite as thick on the.
They're gonna thin down those glasses. Yeah,
Okay.
Thin them down. Which I
see. There's a little thickness.
There's a little thickness.
Thick.
Abby, how many levels of thickness have you been through?
That's
my
levels of thickness.
That's a my cousin Vinny glasses reference. Just to let everybody
we know.
But yeah, let's keep going through these. So this figure's never been made before. Intro Ghost from the opening of the theme song intro
Love that.
credits.
That's great.
Alex was saying that there's no reference for the back of this ghost, so he had to take some creative license
with the butt and the tail.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh-oh,
y'all.
Leave him in the green room.
No, I'm not gonna do it. He'll yell at me. Hey everybody,
Dun, 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 dun.
we have a guest. I didn't know if this was gonna happen. I can't make promises, but joining us all the way.
Keep that thing spinning this whole show, please.
You like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Attack Peter Venkman.
Dude, I didn't know that you guys were still.
Hey man, how are you?
Whoa!
Can you hear me? Am I lagging?
There you are.
Uh-oh.
Wait
Can we
a
hear
second.
you?
Oh, I'm in the wrong browser. I'll be right back.
All right, he's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
leave.
That was
This-
it.
this
We
bro-
had him.
He said
was
it's
here.
here.
Okay.
This is amazing. So this comes with the 2-pack, but the Boogeyman is the standout here. I mean, this is really an incredible
Where do you think the Boogeyman gets his hair done?
I was gonna say that coif is
It's kind of
right.
insane.
It's so now.
It kind of looks like Craig's hair, honestly.
Hey man, how are you?
I got thrown off because I thought this was for tomorrow. 'Cause today's what day? Monday. Oh, because
Well, we do-
YHS.
We do YHS, yeah.
Yeah, it's regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good. How are you, man?
Tomorrow is the Jeffries, Peter.
Tomorrow's the Jeffries.
No shit. Can we curse on this show? As
Fuck
YHS have the
yeah.
same permissions?
You can say
We don't
all,
have rules.
you could say all top 5 curses.
Sick. Wrong browser. You know what it is? The whatever the Microsoft browser is trash, dude. You try to stream on that browser, it's always
yeah.
like that. What is that?
Yeah.
Fix your
Microsoft.
browser.
Microsoft.
I don't know.
Get your shit together.
How's so we were just commenting on how great Egon and Boogieman look. Thank you
Well,
for joining. Congrats on the big release.
Thanks. It's going super well. I know we talked a little bit about on by the way, happy to see you guys. I kind of miss hanging out and talking to you guys.
Yeah,
Dude, we missed
Dole?
you. Yeah.
We're here.
But anyway, Dole's not allowed on this one, right? That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
So you can see more.
He actually, I think he refuses it.
Sick. I like that he has a little elitism. But yeah, you know, we talked about it a little bit on whenever that last night, and it's, dude, I can't stress this enough. Thank you guys, because I just got asked by one of our higher ups, like, hey, how's it doing? I'm like, it's outpacing Peter Venkman and Sam Hain. So
Wow.
yeah. So I'm super stoked on that, and I am really appreciative because we haven't shipped the first set yet, and I hate doing a pre-order when the first one hasn't arrived in hand, so you know what you're getting. But it's just the way this thing is panned out. So you know, hopefully everybody is confidently pre-ordering, because we are literally going over this thing with a fine-tooth comb. It has to be perfect. It has to come perfect. It's Mondo's first 1/12 line, and it's also the first time that real Ghostbusters have ever been out like this. So it has to be.
It's awesome. That's really cool to hear that it's like, well, because I know you openly talked about like it's a little risky because it's a new property, it's a new scale, and that Peter and Sam Hayden did like better than you guys could have even expected. And the fact that this is outpacing that, like, that's a really good sign that people are really excited about this line. So it's just awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm taking it as the word got out, and I got a lot of DMs this week from people who said that they missed the 2-pack for Sam Hain for many reasons. Some people were like, hey, I wasn't ready to pull the trigger then. Fine, that's a thing. But there's other people like, I didn't even know who you guys were until, you know, someone shared it with me. So I think it's you guys, you know, it's Jay, it's all the toy tubers. Like, you guys have put the word out for us. You have access that we don't have access to. We're always only ever talking to Mondo fans or people who already know that Mondo exists. And if it's not for this, and, you know, when Pixel Dan, you know, reps us on the Motu stuff and Toy Shiz and Hatter, like, it is I hope that it is quite clear that this is truly a labor of love from all angles, and that everybody kind of gets the impression that we are really carrying this gentle project over the finish line, because it's been tough without going into it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just like the world of licensing in general seems like a chaotic space to.
Yeah. That's a good way to describe it.
Right. Like,
it can be super chill sometimes. Like, there are some partners where they're like, dude, you guys go. And there are some partners who are like, what do you mean by figure? You know what I mean? Like,
yep. Pulling teeth. Right.
Yeah. Abby, what do you think? I don't know if you've seen this photography yet. Isn't this stuff incredible?
It's absolutely gorgeous. I would put that up as a poster. Like, there's so much emotion. And we were just talking, Jacob and I, about the hair being incredible on this figure. It's just so stylish and like somehow very now, but also very nostalgic and scary.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's actually interesting. Like, this is a 40-year-old property, but this doesn't feel necessarily like retro. It feels very new and right now. That's amazing. So, Peter, Jacob was commenting before you got on about the functionality of the PKE meter. How cool that is,
dude! How's that crazy?
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
crazy. That's nuts.
That's one of those things, like that, and the magnetic packs that eluded me. Like when we were like working on this thing, you know, truly, it's Hector and Brewer and Mark Bristow I would say are the three guys at this who are like in this one, and I'm like kind of like watching, like eating pop is so cool. I get paid to do it. And it's like no, but there's other projects where I'm working more closely, but this one is like, you guys don't need an extra cook in the kitchen. I'll just say how awesome this is. I'm working on the packaging pretty closely, but the point is, those things I didn't even see get mentioned along the way. And so the other night I was out in Burbank for a presentation, and Hector had brought both sets. And I was just like playing with them, like, yes, finally. And put that magnet thing on, and I'm like, what the heck? And then we open up the PK. I'm like, no freaking, and it doesn't feel like you're gonna snap it either, which is awesome because it's tiny. You know, it's a small little thing, and then the antenna is even smaller. And then the other, whatever, you know, Protano, and what do they call these things? The Neutrino things, whatever. What do you call the little things that come out?
The
They have a name?
streams? The streams?
No. Off the PKE meter, the thing at the top. What do you call those little antennas?
They're just antenna. I don't think they have a.
They have a cool proprietary name.
Yeah, whatever you were
Well,
saying.
they probably do, but
The Glomio radar. And so
Sure.
like they both felt sturdy, and like I wasn't gonna snap it, putting it back in and taking it out. It was awesome.
I like this comment from Scott Lacey. As a bald man, both Egon's and the Boogeyman's hair are so good that they're triggering.
100% agree.
Join the Discord.
You
Talk
should
about
put
it there.
You should put a trigger warning on these. Hey, this picture's so I'm glad you guys included the Peter in with this. I can't wait to see all four of the guys doing their
I
thing
know.
here.
We're
It's
two
so
more
awesome.
sets away from the group shot.
But the thing is like 2 more sets away. There's 3 figures in each pack. People within a year and a half, you're gonna have a 12-figure collection. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the same presentation, we displayed them, right? So we set them all together, and like we're looking at it. I'm like, dude, you got a little Ghostbuster collection right there. It's so cool to see it in person, man.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Hey, this is a fun little Easter egg.
That's
too.
one of the reasons, though. I think people, you know, like I know whenever these were first announced, you get a lot of those sad comments about the price, you know, being $200. It's like
it was a different price.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I mean, it is a lot of money, but it's also like you are getting a lot.
Yeah.
No, yeah. We literally, like, a lot of conversations happen back and forth, and it's always how much can we cram in here, you know, before they tell us that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
But everything down to this, you know, and then I don't want to say what exactly, but we just had a figure approved that I was sure was not going to get approved because of the robust nature of the detail, let's just say.
Okay.
And it was approved, and I'm like, no fucking way, dude.
That's
Because it's going to be another cool way to get a lot of depth to the collection.
Mm-hmm.
See, but that's awesome. And I know like NECA has gone really deep with their Ninja Turtles line, and like
it's probably the greatest toy line of all time.
It probably is the greatest toy line of all time. And I don't think people realize, I think Ninja Turtles is a much more, I don't want to say popular, but like it's just a bigger property than Ghostbusters.
It is, dude. Come
it just is. It's
and Ghostbusters, the movies would be the bigger property, right? So
right, exactly. But look at this Louis the Gangster getting sucked into the trap.
Yeah.
That's another that's actually an additional care. It's another ghost.
Right.
That's awesome.
And a little cutie. I love that. It's adorable.
We will try to work Louis into the collection at some point.
Like a full regular version.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
He's sculpted.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Little teaser there. I like that also. This, like, you could name this box after this one episode.
That's the
like
point.
Like each set is almost like representing one
complete episode,
marquee episode of the
yeah.
Which was awesome.
That's the point for sure. You know, and that's a cool angle too. It's like, all the elements come of that world and they're related to each other, and so yeah, and yeah, I don't really think Boogeyman goes into the trap ever. So it's if I remember correctly.
Right. I don't know about the second one, but the first one they set up like they combine all the packs and do like a special.
Yeah,
I love that whole world. The Boogeyman episode's so cool. That weird like
MC Escher.
Horace Whitaker voice.
that MC. Oh yeah, he's got
what's his name? Saw Gerrera's voice.
Sounds like Saw Gerrera.
Oh yeah.
I remember you. Saw Gerrera is he's Antifa.
Oh jeez, I'm dodging that one.
No, Saw Gerrera, not Boogeyman.
Oh. Also just dodging anyway.
So neat.
I don't need that one.
This is awesome. We talked a lot. I know, Peter, you're holding this one near and dear to your heart. But
this is one of those things where I said, hey guys, if we're not claiming that spot, I got a nominee.
Yeah,
I just love this design so much, dude. It's just like, it's so, and the color and the facial expression, it's just so good. Yeah.
Well, he's also like the front of the pack of ghosts in every single episode of the Real Ghost. Like he's iconic.
Unsung hero. Yeah.
He's awesome. Yeah, I don't even know if he has a real name. Like we've been calling him Intro Ghost.
Yeah,
You should name him. You'll be the first ones to do it.
Ryan named him Full Frontal.
Full frontal.
Sick.
That's fun.
But maybe you guys should have a vote. Name this character.
Yeah, I think we're gonna dodge that one too, just because we've been very sensitive and demure when it comes to this license. So we're like just good guests in the house.
Yeah.
Super
respect.
chat. Peter, sincerely thank you for advocating for this project and all your work to make this a reality. Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome.
thank you. But like I said before, this one is one that I'm happy to talk about. And like, look, I chime in on things. Like I said, I'm working hard with the team on the box art to make that the box is freaking gnarly. But this is a brewer. This is a brewer project, and I'm just glad that Mondo is a space where someone like Brewer can do that, and instead of getting like reprimanded for going way out of base and saying, "Here's something hype you'll never get from us,"
Right.
you know, instead the team at Mondo and Funko also, they were like, "Let's do this," and they put all their weight. I'm telling you. Shout out to Jason Bischoff, who most of you guys don't know or may not know, but he's our head of licensing at Funko, who's also a massive Ghostbusters fan. He's got the whole
guy.
in his office. He's got the whole packs and everything. It's like all on display. He's designed his own little pack in Ghost. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but for the Kenner line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna send some.
Yeah. But the point is, these folks went to bat on something that had a very good chance of not happening. And it's just one of those things where like, when I say it's a love letter, everybody should know, whether you get this line or not, that this was a line created by people who just sit around and contemplate their collection and go, I love this, but where's my Ghostbusters, dude? You know, and like, and other things were deprioritized to make this thing happen.
Yep.
And of course, like I said, Mark Bristow, our painter in house, he's a diehard Ghostbuster fan. Like, I think he's like one of the people that dress up and they go and they do the thing like you guys do. And he's legit. He's calling out. You don't do that?
I've done it. Yes.
Okay, it's okay. I'm not
stop it, Craig.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying I get hot too easily. I dressed, you know, what I do? I get hot and I'm fat. So nothing looks good on me. But the point is, this guy, Bristow, is legit. And he's like, he will call something out and he's like, that's the wrong color. And then we go fix it. So it's just a real team of diehards, which is awesome.
Hey, somebody was asking about how does the trap latch onto the pack? Is it like a plug-in or?
I don't remember exactly. It might be like a little hook or something. It's not a magnet, but it does.
It looks like a hook, but it's a little hard to tell.
Cool. Yeah. Just message Fanplastic4 on IG. He'll tell you.
Actually, let's give out Alex's phone number.
Yeah, I'll be posting that in the Patreon.
There you go.
So cool.
When I first saw this picture the other day, I thought that was a little bottle of Crystal Head vodka because it kind of looks like.
Ooh, that would have been smart.
That's a good thing.
No, it's awesome. I mean, we've been doing Toy Anxiety. We've been doing YHS for 9 years. We've been doing Toy Anxiety for 4.5. By far, every week on Toy Anxiety, somebody would say, when is Super 7 or NECA going to do Real Ghostbusters? Like every week. And we would talk about it. We'd fantasy book it all of the time.
I wish I knew why it never got made. There's probably good stories that I'll learn throughout this year and the next one, but it has to be that this wasn't easy to pursue and that we were the ones that were just insane enough to go after it. And maybe we were naive enough to go after it because it was tough. And there was a lot of nights where I was like, dang it, this is not going to work. Or dang it, it looks so good, but no one's going to support this. Or dang it, you know, this, that, or the other, you know. And so that's also nerve-wracking because, you know, you take a big swing on something. If it doesn't work out, it basically gives you less leverage to influence the next project. That's how this whole thing works. You know what I mean? Like you build your reputation in a business like this by the successes that you're attached to and the successes that you influence. And that's why it's tough because, like, you know, someone like me, I want a whole line of Toxic Avenger figures. Not Crusaders. Love Crusaders. I want Avenger figures with all the blown apart, you know, thugs at the Taco Bell or whatever it was. I don't know that I can sell thousands of those. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you have to be really smart when you know, push for a project.
Yeah,
I want you want a cigar face.
Yes.
Hey, Alex chimed in. He's here.
Oh, there you go.
The trap attaches to the pack exactly like it does in the show. Same peg from the model sheets. So there you go.
Cool.
How could you doubt him?
No, I mean, this is like literally like there is a lot of reasons that we'll never know of why it didn't happen. And part of it is like just the nature of the fact that it's a 40-year-old show.
Yeah.
They've never done they've had some comics and stuff, but there's never been like a revival of the real Ghostbusters. And Sony's priority has mainly been the last 10 years. They're trying to keep the franchise like new. They're trying to do new stories, right? They're not all about they don't want it to just be a nostalgia franchise. And that's I mean, listen, they didn't even do a 40th anniversary like logo for Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I'll tell you from my perspective that they're very conscientious and very protective of this stuff.
Yeah.
And that they are they are good stewards of it, let's say.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I honestly think it's on you guys to have every toy company answer that question on this show. Bring them all on one at a time. Why not you? Why? What happened? You know, I'm kidding, obviously, but the point is, like,
we'll do it.
Just line them up like a firing squad. But like,
we're gonna do the long walk. The Stephen
That's
King
the intro
version.
to the Jeffries. It's the red carpet, but it's just you're looking at everybody on a wall.
Yeah.
No,
No, dude, we're gonna have them all on a long walk. And we're gonna put them to the test. No, I mean,
I think there's different. Look, there's also different companies have different sales goals and different, like thresholds where something's called a success and something's not called a success. And then when you're creating something at scale, it's harder to maintain a certain quality of paint or sculpt or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually amazing when you see a company that delivers at scale and it looks good. That's a big feat. Like that's a big, like, that's why I say last night I was teasing, like, people think they're experts, but the reality is, like, there's so many cooks in the kitchen, there's so many hands in the pie, and there's so many steps from when the artists say we're done, here it is, and deliver it, to when it gets on your shelf. There are so many landmines along the way, and so many hurdles.
Right.
A lot of toy collectors think this is how it works.
Go ahead.
This is how, based on my research of observing the internet, this is how the average toy collector thinks it works. Toy company says, what toys should we make? And then they go out and see if there's any interest in that. And if there is, they decide to do something else immediately, because there's no way they want to give out. They will want to put out something people want. Then they all get together and say, how much should this cost? And whoever has the most dollars to the number, like, that's the one that, that's the one they use.
Mm-hmm.
And then they call Walmart or Target or whoever and say, carry this, please. And Walmart goes, okay. And then they sell it. And it's just, and it's just really easy across the board. And it's like, it could not be more not any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's so different from that, man. And it's a lot of times it's just really different from that. A lot of times it's internal debates, and it's like, we could do this at this price, but the next licensor won't let us do this at this price. So then the people are going to be thinking that we're out of our mind doing this on pricing, right? Or like there's times where it's like, hey, we all want to do this project. The internet wants this project, but are we sure? Because if we stake our claim to this and we go through, there's a lot of like time too. Like every time you commit to a project, it's one that you don't commit to, right? Or it's the whole field of that you don't commit to.
Mm-hmm.
It's why I'm really like impressed by companies like Nacelle, for example, because Nacelle, that's another company that's a toy lover, right? Brian Volkweiss, that's his thing. Mm-hmm. And so the IP he's gone after to revitalize and bring back with toys, that's like put your money where your mouth is. And you get, like, to me, those RoboForce figures are some of the coolest figures I've ever seen in hand. They're just excellent.
The fact that you could go to buy Walmart right now and get Biker Mice from Mars, like new stuff.
It's crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
And so it's a year, sometimes a year and a half from the inception of the idea to it being on your shelf. And so there's a lot that goes into it. And I know I don't even get bummed out when people are emotional about it, because I think about it as the many years I spent enjoying this from the outside looking in. And when you put a pre-order on something, you know, you're anticipating that and you can't help it. You're excited. It's going to come. And then you get the shipment notification like, oh man, it's coming, and you're happy. And then when it arrives, if it's not what you wanted, that's a bummer, dude. And it's not that you're like angry at a person. You just feel like you didn't get the payoff of your
investment.
Yeah. And so I'm super sympathetic with that. It's not cool. You know, we've had those issues before. We have to deal with them, but ultimately it's a situation where for this to be a sustainable hobby industry, people are going to have to learn about why things happen the way they do. And at least vote with your dollar, right? And say that I want more of this experience, less of that experience. And that's the only way things will change.
I like how transparent, like you guys are about as transparent as you can be. Like obviously there's always gonna be like legalities that prevent you from being able to say
any day. This could be my last day as part of Mondo, and it could be on your show.
Yeah, well, let's not do that. But
no,
like I think I sometimes wish like other companies, like I feel like if they just did more earnest like Q&As and like just kind of
instead of reading like off the script.
It's hard to do it because you can just say the one word and it crumbles everything. Like there was many times where I'm like, ooh, did I say that too? No. And just stop right before that. But the other thing is Hector and I were both teachers.
Oh, I didn't know. Heck, I knew you were. What did
Hector taught for a little while? I forgot. Well? I mean, yeah, art and so yeah, and he's a dad, and so like not that there's no other parents out there, but the point is like you get to the habit of having to explain a position to people who don't necessarily want to hear it at that moment.
So can you tell Craig in plain terms that his teeth don't hurt when he has to pee?
Listen,
I could never tell somebody that, and I just got to know. I want a whole episode on that, frankly.
Well, that's what we were talking about
it before you popped on.
You know what you do? You know how you prove this? You put a heart monitor on him. And you send him into the bathroom live, and you're not going to film him obviously in the bathroom, but someone else has the reader outside the bathroom, and you see if there's a spike.
If there's
we'll prove that bullshit right now.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. I said I've had this long thing in my life where if I have to pee really bad, my teeth hurt. Jacob said,
"Oh, I know what you're talking about. It doesn't hurt. My gums itch if I have to pee."
What is that?
But that's not your teeth hurting, bro. You're just making up things that don't exist in science.
See, that's what I told him. I said that's not real.
Yeah.
No, Jacob, what you said was Jacob said it's not pain. It's just your brain telling you it's pain. And I was like, that's what pain is. It's your neurons telling you.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah.
Peter, I was laughing because you were talking about sad comments and stuff like that, and like the kind of stuff people leave about not really knowing how the toy industry works. I have a sad comment on my phone that I was going to read for next Toy Anxiety, not tomorrow because it's the Jeffries, but I might have to send it to you ahead of time because I think they're specifically talking about you.
I want to know. I would love to know.
I think they're specifically talking about
I've had it too good for too long. Believe me, I'm waiting. Can we talk about two toys real quick that are not Mondo related that I have come across and I'm super happy? I know it's not Toy Anxiety. Is it okay for the format?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
okay.
Please do.
The first one.
We don't have a format.
All right, the first one is like a fun one, okay?
Okay.
I don't know if you know about this.
No, what is
this is cheese, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a block of cheese that I keep in my desk when I'm having meetings. And I'm like, either someone's going on too long and it's like a fidget toy, but it's just cheese. Dude, you got to try this. It's got two layers.
You got to try this cheese.
It's got an outer skin that's kind of like thin. And then inside there's a very firm cheese putty. Ooh. And it's like Five Below exclusive item.
Five Below? That's a sensory.
No, it smells like good rub. Dude, yes, exactly. And I eyed this cheese for a good solid year. And one day Gabby says, "You fucking deserve this cheese." And she brought it for me, bro. And I keep it right here. She brought that. The cheese stands alone. The other one This is totally off my radar. Gabby doesn't jump into collecting stuff too often. Like she's like, if something's cool, she'll get it, but it's not like she's got to have a bunch of things, right?
Yeah.
Recently at Designer Con, we came across Pop Mart. We really liked some of their stuff. And she found this thing called Labubu. Do you know what this is?
I don't.
Bro.
Oh, I've seen
okay.
that.
I have seen that. Yeah.
I don't know why I also fell in love with this thing. It's impossible to get. Look, you got this little articulation in the plush. You can open his little arms.
Oh, wow.
You could also like put him like on his belly. So he's like, like rubbing his belly. Like he's really cool. His legs have some articulation.
Yeah.
His head too. And and these are just like key, like ones you attach to your bag or something. But dude, I couldn't find them anywhere. I hate when I can't provide for my woman. And so I couldn't
Did you
order
try
these
all the
anywhere
Five
for her.
Belows?
You cannot get this at Five Below.
Yeah, no.
This is not Five Below.
Yeah, that's
This is elite level.
Okay.
So now I couldn't find them anywhere. They were like super marked up online. I went to LA past week, and my buddy Nick Sides took me around. Who, by the way, I don't know if you've ever had him on your.
Nick.
Yeah, you should. If you haven't had him, he's an awesome guy to talk to on Monster Island. So like this, he took me to a couple of shops. One guy had a case.
Just had a bunch of them.
Case.
And I said, I want the whole fucking case.
Yes.
And we are Labubu level elite, bro.
Wow.
Now I want them.
That's
You got to
great.
get one. We'll
I've
find
seen
you one.
them on like, I think someone I work with has one on their bag. So
Dude, it's a whole thing, dude. Look at him, dude. And look at this one. It's the same, but he's green, dude.
I like the green one, yeah.
And it's all the colors. Anyway, I didn't give a shit until I held one. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And now I have two. I have one right here.
Is that why I couldn't find the Five Below booth at Designer Con?
There's no Five Below booth, bro. Stop defaming the booth, dude. I won't stand for it.
Craig, if you're gonna come to DesignerCon this year, you can't make jokes like that. It's not.
You could try.
They take it too seriously.
I'm like, hey, where's the Ross booth?
Peter, you guys coming to DesignerCon again? I'm sure you are, right?
Of course.
It was one of the best conventions I've ever been to. I think we're all going.
Topher Con, I don't know what you're talking about, by the way.
What do you say?
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
Wait, what did you
Hector,
say?
Hector sculpting a Hedera that he posted. What's funny is I saw somebody posted it in like a group, and all of the comments were like, "Oh, it's a Krang! They're doing a Krang," and I'm like, "That's Hedera."
But it's cool to see like how people interpret in different groups.
Yeah.
So I think we were talking about the other day, like, should we do this Sofubi or this soft vinyl? I'm like, man, there's a whole audience that we're talking to who doesn't know some of this stuff. Let's introduce some of it.
Yeah.
And I think we did that for soft vinyl for a lot of people this year, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, real
All
quick,
right, tell me.
last thing. Well,
Go ahead.
I mean, you can leave whenever you want.
No, go ahead.
We're keeping him.
Mondo teased this today, the new squad. The adventure.
Dude, how
Time
good is
squad.
this picture?
Oh, wow,
dude?
I didn't see this.
This,
Cool.
wait till you see the rest of the photos.
Wow.
They are so good. This set is gnarly. It's so dang good. And the swappable parts and the accessories, it is a joy. It was so hard to pick which picture to tease with.
Yeah.
But this one just felt like the best. Like, yeah, you know, they're all having fun. But there's so if you're a fan of Adventure Time, I think this is the set to get.
This is it.
Yeah.
Abby, what do you think of this?
Love it. Like BMO, hell yeah. So cool. I was a huge fan of Adventure Time. I liked all the Cake and Fiona stuff too. So yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah,
Fan.
hopefully we get to do a second set because there's some obvious characters missing from this one.
Yeah. Some of
Very
the
cool.
princesses. I love that.
Very cool.
I've been looking up Pop Mart in Atlanta where I can go to find
You guys
some.
have one there?
It doesn't look like we have a store like dedicated to it, but like there might be some pop-up.
Yeah, but they might have
Gabby-
some of that. They might have some of that stuff at that. Remember that bookstore we went to, the Japanese?
yeah.
bookstore?
Yeah.
That I forget what it's called, but Peter, you've probably been to one. It's like a Japanese bookstore, but they have a chain in
Mhm.
America. There's like
Yeah.
one in California. They just opened one in Atlanta. So
Do you know what it's called?
They-
Hold on. Gabby. What's the
Okay.
name of the store we went to yesterday? No, what's the name of the store we went to yesterday?
I love
There's like a
street.
claw
Miniso. Miniso. Have you heard of that?
No,
That's the one
I
that's
haven't-
popped up a lot.
I haven't heard that, but AJ has. This is the one.
Yeah.
Can
Look, Gabby will show you a different one because I think look here. You want to talk about this?
I, would you just have them?
I found it. So I'm like really into bag charms right now. That's what I'm collecting. Oh, hi. Wow, I haven't done this in so long. I forgot about headphones. So these are like bag charms. So this one,
I told them all about Labubu.
Oh yeah, this one's called Nomi, and she comes from a series called Loveliness Never Ends. And her whole thing is that this series comes in all these different animals, but what makes them so unique, I'm going to put it up close. Please don't be alarmed at what I'm about to do.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's cool.
Ooh, options.
Yes, options.
Eye roll.
She came to me in the package like this, which is terrifying. But
It looks like the substance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen the movie yet. Thanks for the spoiler.
Yeah, doll's in it.
But look how cute that is.
Yeah,
that's really
She
cool.
is also articulated. She has like a skeleton inside. What?
An endoskeleton.
There you go. An endoskeleton. So you can like move her feet around. Not that it's like a lot or anything, but it's cool.
That's
you
cool.
You can do little fun
cool.
things like that.
Yeah.
And then it has like the really nice, high quality metal bag charm or whatever. So yeah, this is my new obsession. Hey, thanks.
Okay. Hey, thanks,
Gabby.
Guys, that was a rare Gabby appearance. That's pretty powerful.
Our
But yeah,
numbers,
Miniso
like,
is the name of the store I was trying to think of.
Okay.
Yeah, I
look it
just
up.
looked up Miniso.
Well, shit, Peter, it's always
Yeah.
great to have you on, dude. This is great.
Look at that. You got two guests for the price of one.
This is great. Who else you hiding back there?
Bring my dogs in for we just got
We just got
the latest Kong ball.
Dude, I had this. Abby always shot this down. And I probably shouldn't even say this out loud, but my
Yeah?
best Shark Tank idea ever.
Gabby
was,
says that she loves you guys, and I don't know what else. That she had to run because she's in the middle of some important video game thing.
Oh, it's all good.
You got it.
Respect.
I understand. No, I thought it'd be cool to have.
I can't have anybody else taking compliments or limelight from me that long. So I have to,
It's too much.
Dude.
it's enough.
No. Collect action figures for dog toys that are collectible.
They're getting good.
Yeah. I think it's already been done.
They're getting good.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You can put peanut butter in some of those dog toys. It's crazy. I don't have a dog, but I want one. I want to get a dog. Putting it out there. All right. Peter
Me and Jacob are just holding quiet just to see how far he goes and how
like,
when it goes wrong.
We'll see how weird.
My teeth are hurting right now.
I know, dude. I know.
It's because I brought up peanut butter and a dog.
Yeah.
Classic.
Calm
Just
down.
hold the line.
Hold it. Peter, what else? Last thing. What should we be looking forward to next?
Dude, we're dropping a lot of stuff. I want people to know that we don't expect anybody to get everything. We're just dropping a lot of stuff so that hopefully we get drop something that you do want. Dude, how good is McCready?
Like this.
Yeah,
This thing's amazing, dude.
there is a new Mondo showcase figure very, very near on the horizon that I just reviewed. The photos are sexy.
Oh,
It is a sexy underwater creature, and he has never been done better. I'm gonna come out and chill for that one when it's time because I'm so proud of that one.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, that one's important.
Nice.
That's it. Let's go. Let's wrap it up and have dinner, man. What are you guys doing?
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. We're actually at an hour. So Peter,
Okay,
thanks
cool.
for coming on. So anybody else, if you want the Boogeyman and Egon, you got a couple weeks. Go order it. You guys got a payment plan option, which is really cool.
There's no plan to bring the big ghost out separately. I'm saying that to be totally transparent.
Just buy it. Buy it now.
Yeah.
You're not getting it.
By the way, if you're good just getting the Ghostbusters, all good. I totally get that. I'm just saying for the people who are on the fence, it's not coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that's a good point too, because part of that's the education of that's not how most products in the world work, right? Like Target sells out of Tupperware. They don't go, sorry, you missed it. It's never coming back. But
I think you could get Tupperware whenever.
That's what he's saying.
You want. I don't.
That's what
Yeah.
that's literally
That's his
what I
point.
just said.
Yeah.
But highly collectible action figures, sometimes it's a limited release. So all right, should we just end it? Are we done here?
Fuck it.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, we're done roasting Craig.
Jeffrey's
Abby.
Tomorrow, dude.
Jeffries, Abby, give us a plug for the Jeffries and we'll leave.
It's gonna be the best night of your life. So tune in. The show is live tomorrow night at 8, 9,
9:30.
9:30.
Normal toy
9:30.
anxiety time.
Yeah,
The
regular toy
pre-show-
anxiety time.
The
And,
red carpet
there's-
pre-show is on Geeked Out Life at 8:30.
There you
And
go.
he'll be doing the
yeah,
awards
there's
for-
a lot of love and work that went into this year's Jeffries. So, and it was.
I'll be live tweeting.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
nice.
the best part is
That'd be
being in the
big.
Discord. So, like, not
Oh,
to
yeah.
plug it again, but if you do sign up for a Patreon, you can enter that Discord and you'll be a part of the chat. Which there will be a YouTube chat, but there's also going to be like a Discord chat for like the inner group. So just join and
Oh,
be a
yeah.
part of
Yeah.
that.
Fuck yeah. All right, everybody. Join us every week for Yes Have Some Podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to buy some Mondo Real Ghostbusters figures. And don't forget to tell somebody you love them. And maybe they'll say it back. I can't guarantee it, but that would be really cool. Whoa. Do I have
Whoa.
You should.
Oh,
Well, you got it. When you're using your iPhone, all you gotta do is like turn it on.
Oh, it's your iPhone.
it? No,
Yeah.
phone.
Uh,
I'm an idiot.
All right.
I'm waiting for my webcam to do something.
Do it. Keep going,
I'm
Peter,
going to kill
we'll
the
do it.
stream. And we're
All
going
right.
to talk to Peter off the air for 45 seconds. Then we're going to all eat
All right.
dinner. Bye.
Tell secrets. Bye. Thank you.
Do you want some coffee, Mrs. Polly?
Do I? Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.